Hi, my name is Antonio. I am making this video to talk about early farmers in human history, a topic which has always interested me ever since high school. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. Farming. Farming is arguably the most important activity humans do. Without farming, specifically crop production, human life would look drastically different today. Thanks to farming, produce is readily available to us. You can just walk down the road to a grocery store and buy all sorts of fruits and crops native to areas all around the world. Do we ever stop and think about how we got here as humans? Agricultural products are so incredibly easy to get your hands on. But why? I know whenever I go to the store, I never think about who grew this banana or who made this bread. Agriculture is a characteristic of humanity, economic, historical, cultural, and is easily a part of nearly all human populations. Well, before our modern understanding of agriculture sets in, humans first need to discover that conducting agriculture is an option. Humans lived long before the discovery of agriculture, and it's actually a somewhat recent finding. Around 15,000 years ago, there existed a group of humans called the Natufians. The Natufians occupied a large area of the Middle East, including modern-day Israel, Lebanon, Syria, etc. The Natufians were originally hunter-gatherers, meaning that they usually went from place to place collecting food. Now, around 10 to 12,000 years ago, the Natufians began to conduct agriculture. Why? It was most likely a combination of factors. During this period of time, called the Neolithic, the climate began to warm up, supporting all kinds of plant growth. Some even suggest that the geography of the area and human genes enabled the spread of agricultural knowledge and material. Nevertheless, Natufians began by domesticating wheat and barley. Recent findings have also expressed that the domestication of animals also occurred around the same time. By 7,000 years ago, the Natufians had already changed entirely. From being hunter-gatherers, they were now practicing sedentism by living in camps and small villages centered around growing plants. In adopting agricultural practices, Natufians grow into their own culture, showing resemblances to humans today. Across the course of their time on the Earth, Natufians achieve personal decoration, uniformity in things such as pots, and even achieve emotional depth by creating ordered graveyards for the deceased. The Natufians are an important marker in human history, standing as the first people who shifted from hunting and gathering to crop production. If you remember, Natufians occupied the Middle East. The general area where they occupied is called the Fertile Crescent due to its rich soils. The Natufians were merely the first culture to grow crops on the Fertile Crescent, being followed by hundreds of more cultures, eventually leading to the present. An important area within the Fertile Crescent is Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia has been witness to the growth of ancient humans, most famously hosting the Sumerians around 4,000 years before the present, and eventually the Babylonians. The Sumerians represent a massive leap for humanity as a society given their advancements in many fields. The Sumerians are responsible for creating such inventions like the lunar solar calendar, the wheel, geometry, writing, and most importantly, irrigation. Mesopotamia lies between two rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. The Tigris and Euphrates flood too late for the spring crops and too early for the summer crops, forcing Sumerians to invent irrigation. Sumerians relied on ditches, reservoirs, channels, and other water-manipulating geography to feed their large-scale agricultural economy. See, at this point, we are talking about an economy. Agriculture allowed Sumer and its people to adopt a new way of living by enabling enough people to coexist so there could be people dedicated to growing plants and people who pursued different specializations. Research suggests that the majority of Sumerians lived in cities, with the minority residing on farms, taking care of crops. With this foundation, Sumer grows to achieve the previously mentioned innovations and further the progress of humans. Politics and centralized systems begin to take place, along with the formation of administration and formal government. If we compare Mesopotamia and its civilizations to those of today, we can see a similar structure. This emphasizes Mesopotamia's importance in being the first of its kind in understanding and potentially building the societies of today. Mesopotamia and Sumer, with their advancements critical in creating the foundation of what we pursue in societies today, make them important in the past, present, and future of our species. Yet, it all comes back to farming. If the Natufians had never discovered the possibility of growing wheat and barley, they would have remained as hunters and gatherers. Then, the knowledge of domesticating plants would have never been spread, or at least it would have taken a lot longer. Humans would have remained as hunter-gatherers, forcing them to live meal to meal, season to season. Thanks to the developments of early farmers, we have achieved to live in the comfort we do today. Hey guys, so post-editing Antonio here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I found it fun to make. All of my sources and stuff are in the description, so if you want to check it out, feel free. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask the people who wrote those articles or drop it in the comments. Maybe I'll get to them. Thank you.